confusion between the two terms asylum seeker and refugee, and these terms are often used incorrectly. An asylum seeker is someone who is seeking international protection, but whose refugee status has not yet been granted. On the other hand, a refugee is an individual who is in fear of their lives in the country they have come from. Refugees have been recognised under the 1951 Convention relating to the status of refugees to be a refugee.
Stories of the success and failure of refugees crossing the English Channel is an all too familiar sight in the newspapers and on our TV screens as we sit down to eat our dinners at night. Whilst we attach the stereotype that these refugees and asylum seekers are from Syria alone, we are not ignorant but neglecting the circumstances that have forced them on this path. As teachers, we have to realise that these children may have experienced more tragedy in their lives than us.
There are many refugee stories that haven't made the news programmes this year. In August, hundreds of refugees were evicted from a French refugee camp, reigniting the fears of spike in the Channel crossings. About 1,000 people, including children and pregnant women, were thought to have been living in the Calais refugee camp known as the Jungle. Jones 2011 highlights how working class people in the neoliberal era blame these others for job insecurity and the housing crisis once they arrive in the UK.